This girl is a top-ranked hunter, and she's assembled a squad made up of the absolute best of the best, plus one rookie nobody has ever heard of, to clear an insanely dangerous dungeon. The moment they step inside, a huge cockatrice attacks them. The veteran S-rank hunters immediately snap into formation and take defensive positions like the professionals they are. But the rookie? Our guy sees a monster and apparently decides defense is for weak people. He charges straight into the attack. The squad is still trying to figure out whether this kid is incredibly brave or simply out of his mind, when with a single punch, he slams the overgrown chicken straight into the ground. The S-rank hunters stand there completely speechless, still processing what they just witnessed. Meanwhile, Seo Dojin casually walks over to the crater and finishes the monster off with a kick like he's taking out the trash. At this point, the entire squad is questioning what exactly they just saw. They immediately turn to their leader, asking who exactly this guy is and why he's so strong. The problem is, she has no idea either. She's never seen anyone this ridiculously strong before. So, who exactly is Seo Dojin? Well, he used to live in another world that was destroyed by monsters far stronger than these. Monsters infiltrated the world, causing it to succumb to despair. People fought until their last breath to safeguard the place they called home. Among those brave souls was the protagonist of this story, Carcelian Levandayan, who fought against the menace just as viciously. Many years passed with him battling countless monsters, relentlessly piling up dead bodies with the only blade he had, and not an ounce of fear in his heart. Then finally, a day came when he fought Aaron's brother from another mother. That bastard was one tough nut to crack. The battle was brutal, but he eventually took down the piece of shit. In the aftermath of the battle, he too succumbed to death. But fate had other plans. With his soul drifting through this endless void, he met a human boy hailing from some planet known as Earth. The boy's name was Seo Dojin, who was on the brink of death for some unknown reason. Before dying, he wanted to make a simple request to Vandayan, who immediately refused even before listening to what this boy wanted to say. After all, bro just wanted to die peacefully. He was done with all the shit. He lost his country to the monsters, lost his loved ones, and eventually died a dog's death. While this boy Seo Dojin didn't really want to live either, he desperately wanted his family to have a good life. Well, it seems like Vandayan is finally ready to listen to this dude's request. The boy lights up like a kid in a candy store and musters up the courage to say he wants his family to live peacefully. And so, our boy gladly takes on the job to protect this boy's family, and finds himself on Earth. Now rocking the body of that teenage boy Dojin, our guy is on a mission to infiltrate Namsan Gate, which is ranked C for obvious reasons. Only registered heroes are allowed to enter, so the automated machine keeps blaring at him to scan his ID card, which our guy obviously doesn't have. He simply crashes through the guarded and authorized building to enter the gate, triggering the security alarm blaring about the infiltration. Once inside, he starts walking around trying to find monsters to smash. That's when he stumbles across a party of heroes, folks who have official licenses and permission to be there. They assume our boy is someone who got lost and offer to show him the way out, especially since they're heading for the exit too. Dojin stays silent, giving off a weird vibe. Even these heroes can tell something's off. He's wearing casual clothes and doesn't look like a hero at all. Sure, porters nowadays dress more casually, but our boy's outfit is way too simple for its own good. And what's up with that bag on his back? For all they know, he's probably just a clueless porter who got abandoned by the party he originally came with. Then again, they're not so sure. Dojin finally speaks up, acknowledging why they're feeling super skeptical, but makes it clear he came here on his own without any hero's party. Hearing this, one of the heroes sighs, understanding the reason behind our boy's presence. He has seen plenty of cases where people catch a hard boner to become a hero and hunt monsters after watching some flashy TV commercials. But that burst of motivation can get someone killed real fast if they barge into gates recklessly without going through legal procedures. First, you need to get officially certified as a hero. Then you go through training and testing. Not to mention, this gate is C rank for a reason. If you're a rookie just starting your career, you better go find an F rank gate before you lose your life for real. After listening to this dude yapping and generously handing out advice no one asked for, Dojin makes it abundantly clear he doesn't need shit. Naturally, the crew of heroes is bewildered by this kid clapping back with such a cold tone. After all, they were just trying to help, so they get a bit pissed, but the leader tells his comrades to hold their horses. If the guy doesn't want help, then fine, leave him be. The leader is confident this kid will eventually learn the hard way why you don't cover your ears when someone wise is talking. They hope he finds out just how unforgiving these gates are, unlike the TV shows that glamorize being a hero like it's the second coming of Christ. Soon enough, Dojin finally comes across a giant troll staring him down, ready to eat him alive. The monster unleashes an attack, only to miss and hit the ground. Bro moved so fast the troll couldn't even process what the hell happened. Then he balls up his fist and delivers a devastating punch, hard enough to blow the orc's face clean off. It's basically something out of One Punch Man, or Omni-Man on a killing spree. Now that the monster's out of the picture, here comes the juicy part. Time to loot, baby. First, he grabs the sword that bastard was carrying. Then he uses that same sword to dig further into the monster's body and extracts a shiny gemstone, It's actually a low-grade magic stone, so insignificant that Dojin never even bothered with them before in his previous life. But since he's broke right now, he's got no choice. Suddenly more monsters swarm the area, pissed after seeing their buddy decapitated. Dojin turns around and chucks the gemstone so fast it literally blows one of their heads clean off. The other two dumbasses charge in like they've got some death wish they want fulfilled. Well, Dojin's more than happy to grant it. While he's wrecking havoc, we cut back to the crew of heroes trudging through this monster-infested territory. Currently, their minds are still stuck on the encounter they had with that young man. The orange-haired woman is actually worried about Dojin's well-being, fearing he might end up dead. But the leader of the pack assures her that's highly unlikely. If he is some unauthorized guy who barged into the gate, agents from the control center will find him soon enough. Those agents on missions are always B rank or above. And since this gate is C rank, there's no way in hell he's dying here. As long as the kid steers clear of recklessly rushing at monsters, he's got no chance of losing his life. The Baldy agrees with his leader's assessment. He's pretty sure the arrogant brat must be trembling in fear, waiting for the agents to save his ass from doom. Well, the story is pretty much the opposite. It's our guy who's literally making these plus-sized sandbags shake in fear. One punch and the prey is down. He's so fast they can't even touch him, let alone crush him under the weight of their blades. He appears right behind one of the dumbasses and delivers a kick so hard it demolishes the guy's head. With all the suckers down, he grabs one of their swords and proceeds to harvest the sweet magic stones all for himself. After a while, he's done stuffing his bag and ready to leave. Though honestly, he's pretty disappointed with today's grind. It's basically dead weight in his bag, all those low-grade gems. Right then, one of the agent guys finally spots him and calls out to his buddies. Before our guy can fully turn, those suited men give him a tough stare down. First, they explain they're from the gate control center and suggest he show his hero registration card. If he's unregistered, he has to come to the control center with them. Our guy isn't sure about that, which makes the suited dude tense up even more and get colder, insisting he cooperate and follow the proper procedures. The only response the suits get is annoyance etched all over our guy's face, and all this unnecessary drama killing his mood. Then again, bro ain't got the energy to argue. He just turns to leave. Since words aren't working, the suits threaten handcuffs if he refuses to comply. Physical force may be used if necessary. One of the more impatient ones dares to grab our guy's hand and threatens him with the injuries he'll sustain if he refuses to cooperate. What's worse, all responsibility will be on his shoulders. So it's everyone's best interest to solve things with words, not violence. Seems like Dojin's done with all the yapping, so he grabs that bastard's hand back and warns him to stop sticking out like a thorn in his path. This chilling warning makes the poor suit guy instinctively scared. A chill runs down his spine. The other two bastards pull out their magic-infused batons. They're actually grade 4 magic staffs, powerful enough to subdue an orc, but they don't have enough power to hurt our guy physically. So he aggressively twists the bastard's hand, making him whine like the whiny bitch he is. Bro then issues a final warning. They better leave now if they don't want to lose the last shred of dignity they have left. Eventually, duty-bound suits are forced to retaliate with violence. They try their best to tag our guy with the magic staffs, but none succeed. Our guy delivers a crushing blow right into the back of one bastard, then hits another in the belly. Next, he focuses on the guy in glasses, the last man standing. The last dude senses what's coming and gets tense. Dojin blurs away, vanishing into thin air, causing the bastard to panic at literally seeing a man disappear. Then, out of nowhere, comes a sneaky punch right into the gut, making the bastard stagger backward in pain. Seems like Dojin is tired of all the bullshit and agents chasing him, so he finally starts thinking about registering as a hero after all. The agent assures him that as long as he avoids shady or illegal stuff, no agents will be out hunting him. Dojin then questions this thing called a rift, a question that completely throws the agent off. Quick context on how this world operates. There are multiple passages connecting to another world where strange monsters live. These passages are scattered across the world. The gemstones harvested from monster corpses are used as new energy sources, making them highly coveted. Because of this, the government oversees these passages to maintain full control over each one. Every government-controlled and open passage for heroes is called a gate. Passages that aren't controlled or enclosed are known as rifts. Back to our boy, who finds it ridiculously annoying that these suits follow him everywhere, accusing him of trespassing no matter which gate he passes through. The poor agent explains that if an unregistered hero enters a gate without permission, the control center is automatically notified, and agents waiting nearby are dispatched immediately. Since our guy is thinking about entering a rift, the agent makes it clear these aren't as easy to access as any gate. Trespassing into a rift results in a strict punishment, no warnings, no plea deals. Dojin isn't interested in hearing any of that, so he grabs the poor guy by the face and throws him aside like a trash bag. By now, the poor agent regrets not calling headquarters. This shit's way over his pay grade. Before leaving, Dojin takes one last glance at the trash agent lying there, thinking about what a weakling this dude actually is. The weakling seems to have a fractured arm and is busy shouting threats, promising to catch our boy and put him behind bars.